Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Chris. This is of course the AV-8B in DCS, and we're going to take the 8 bombs that we have loaded and deliver them to the enemy. We've got some troops in the open, a couple of tanks, a couple of APCs. This is what they look like on the ground, but including an SA-18 MANPAD, so he's going to try and shoot me down. Note how the sun is in that direction, and that's the direction I'm going to come from. More on that in a minute. Here we are in the cockpit. Going to set up the MFDs on the left. Going to go to stores page, 82 high drag, CCIP, fusing to nose tail instantaneous. We've got 8 bombs, so we'll change the quantity to 8, multiples of 2, and we'll put about 150 feet in between the drops. We'll switch the sidewinds on and the master arm. We're not very far from the target area, so I'm happy to switch everything on at this stage. On the right hand side, EHSD, I'll remove the map because I can see it better that way. Waypoint 1 is the IP, waypoint 2 will be the target area. On the right hand side, flares to auto, and I think that's about it. In fact, one more thing, let's change the altitude alert to 100 feet, just so it doesn't go off quite so much. And there we go, let's get straight into it. We're on the northerly runway, park and brake released as we've hot started on the runway, toe brakes, power, and off we go. I'll talk a little bit through the profile we're going to fly. It's going to be a 3-mile action. We're going to come left 30 degrees, roll out, pitch nose up 20 degrees, and then pull back towards the target area for a kind of a dive attack. We'll talk about other mitigations for the MANPAD and how we avoid him shooting us down as we go. We are airborne, bit of nozzles, gear up.
15 seconds.
15 seconds, whatever.
Altitude, 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 altitude.
Go up, the gears up, the nozzles are up.
Altitude, altitude.
And we're going to swing it round to the right, air to ground mode. Got master arm to arm, and we'll check the flares. Always essential to make sure your flares come out, especially when you're going to be using them. That all works. Fencing checks, we've pretty much done everything on the runway. Master arm, we've checked the weapons, we've got them all set up, we've got countermeasures checked. So as soon as the aircraft were in parameters, we can release these bombs. So let's cruise on out at low level. The target's about 8 or 9 miles away. The IP you can see is the circle waypoint indicator in the HUD. And generally you want an IP about 7 miles away. Like I said, the action for the attack will be 3 miles. And first of all, my ingress towards the target is concealed behind a hill. It's only a small hill, but the MANPAD, the guy with the SA-18, can't actually see me until I start popping up. So increment to waypoint 2. And if you're going to fly down this slow, make sure you watch out for the power lines. And it all happens very quickly from 3 miles. So it's going to be a left turn 30 degrees using about 3.5, 4G. Checking where the sun is. Beautiful, just creeping out from behind the clouds. And then we're going to pitch 20 nose up. Start popping the flares as soon as we are in line of sight of the MANPAD, because that's when he can start trying to get us. So here it comes. Now he can see us. Now we pop the flares. Combination of the flares and the sun behind us is going to stop him being able to lock onto us. Drag the vector through the target. Stabilize. And release.
Pull up, pull up.
Checking 6 o'clock. Keep popping the flares just in case he survived, but it doesn't look like it. Good kill. But I'll pop the flares as I fly away. Intel suggests that's the only MANPAD in the area, which is highly unlikely. But it is the case, so I'm happy he's gone. No threat, victory roll. So I hope that was enjoyable, informative. If you like the content, please consider supporting the channel by liking and subscribing. But it was a lot of fun to get back into the AV-8B. And I'll hope you join me next time.